Hello everyone, Ceciliantas here. So, this is going to be a tutorial about the Master Orb system. I've actually had a few ask me about it. I know I try to put everything I can into my strategy guide, but some people like to read, some people prefer to watch a video. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video for it too. So what is Master Orb? Master Orb is a form of side or horizontal progression that is unlocked for you after you complete version 1.0 and thus have access to version 2.0, basically the human lands. So what happens after you beat the final boss of 1.0 is you'll be able to unlock Master Orb. Now in order to unlock Master Orb, you need to go to any master. The master I typically like to go to is the one in Julep Town. He's the easiest for me to get to, at least. Once there, you talk to him and he will unlock it. You will also start finding chests with jewels in them, especially from bosses and trial bosses and all that. They will start to drop chests for you. Even the coin and card bosses can drop chests with jewels. So if you are ever doing coin or card with somebody, but you haven't finished 2.0 yet, and you're wondering what that invisible thing on the ground is that he's picking up from, it's likely a jewel chest. So, once you're able to see jewels, monsters will basically start dropping them. They are rare, but they will drop. You will always come to a master to have them appraised. See, I just got a new ability for my paladin, finally. Light and dark abilities are very difficult to attain. Three new abilities. Nice. So every week you can go on a master quest. However, these master quests tend to be on the much higher end of the game, so don't count on being able to do them just yet. From my understanding is, if you manage to complete one and fulfill all the criteria listed below, you're going to need to use Google Phone Translate unless the translation team can somehow figure out how to get these translated. But once you complete the criteria, he'll allow you to select a section of jewels, in which then you get the amount seen on the right for. Now, as for Master Orb itself, you'll find it in your Miscellaneous and Master Orb. So you have 5 sections: fire, water, wind, light, and darkness. Each one you can set 12 different jewels for the amount of points that you have. How do you get more points? By leveling up your Master Orb. So let's say, for example, this wind resistance level 4, right? The first level is always free, but you can only set up to 12. Then it's going to cost your points. The maximum points you can have right now is 295. So as long as you have points, you can increase the level. And you could do this individually for every single vocation. Each one has their own Master Orb set. So you don't have to keep going back into your Master Orb if you're the type that changes vocations constantly. Now that I finally got a Paladin ability, I still need a lot. Not easy to find. There are a tremendous amount of abilities. I can now set that. So now I'll take 12% less damage when using Defending Champ. Obviously, what I really want is Endless Night Watch, so I have 6 more seconds. What I'd really like is Endless Iron Advance. Pretty much. Maybe Secret of Forbearance. But again, I have to pretty much find this stuff. And of course, this Everybody has this. This is probably the most useful from the light section. But again, you have to hunt for these jewels. Most monsters will drop 1 to 4 different jewels, but it is random what they could be until you appraise them. But they always drop the same 1 to 4 jewels with the same specific abilities, so eventually you're going to likely be going out to find the monster has the jewel you want. You can look up these jewels by going into the bestiary, or rather, just like this, defeated monsters. See all monsters. It would say here if it drops any jewels. Otherwise, though, you can always use online resources to find that specific jewel and find out which monsters drops it. Honestly, I'm not sweating it too much. I will find them all eventually over time as I adventure and quest around. Now, your Master Orb gets its own XP rate. The XP rate on it is not affected by the Angel Slime Hat nor the Bonus Orb. It is affected, however, by the 3-day ticket that you have to spend about $9 in yen for to get double training and everything. From level 1 to 55, I believe the amount of XP required for each level was around 200 to 300k, but after 55, it is around 2 million. And I'm willing to bet that once they increase the cap again, it's probably going to go up even higher. But the Master Orb experience is not something you have to really worry about. It's just finding the jewels itself is what you need to look for. And that's about it. So, to basically summarize it all, reach 2.0, talk to a master. Master will give you will basically unlock you for a Master Orb. Run around, kill enemies, do what you usually do, kill bosses, you will find jewels eventually. Get those jewels appraised by the Master, then set them. How high you can set them and how many is dependent on how far along your Master Orb is in levels up to a certain point. As you can see, I am max capped. And that is it. And if you have any questions, just ask me in the Discord. Thanks for watching.